cuantos días más de ausencia, dime niña, ¿qué haré yo sin ti? Unos cuantos días más sin ti y escaparemos por el cielo, sí. Cuántos días más de ausencia, dime niña, ¿qué haré yo sin ti? Unos cuantos días más sin ti y escaparemos por el cielo, sí. Chica, ven a mis brazos que te quiero regalar 1.000.000 de pesos. Ay, chica, serás mi esposa, yo te llevo hasta el altar si tú me amas. Unos cuantos días más de ausencia, dime niña, ¿qué haré yo sin ti? Unos cuantos días más sin ti y escaparemos por el cielo, sí.
Oh, I love Kitten Beach. Good morning, everyone. Morning. Hope you're ready for Kitten Beach. Morning to the sleepless and the sleepful. I'm one of the sleepless. I'm one of the restless ones. El Presidente's a little frazzled. Yeah. He slept poorly. Dzień dobry. Who was in the lab? Zelda, are you in the lab? Did you say you were in the lab? Are you in the lab in a good way or in a bad way? Well, maybe don't answer if you're in a bad way. Sorry to pry. You said you were in the lab. don't know whether we've started a little molecular biologist convention. Good morning, Han. G calls, you must go flirt with dads, do your jobs. Okay, you've decreed that Baroness Jade is your deputy. Do not take power from you. Alright, that's fine. I don't think we're going to be moving into the next realm today. There'll be a little bit of voting. I've got to do some surgery on the economy. You're studying, so okay, alright, that's good. That's a relief. Some classes are called labs. We don't have that in the UK, or at least we didn't when I was there. It wasn't called lab. The only labs I've worked in have been pretty bleak. I have worked in some piss labs in my time. To start the day off. Clinical biochemistry. Excellent. Fantastic. I'm glad we're all conglomerating here. Maybe we can all pitch in all our different skills and, you know, save the planet from us, which is the point of this game. That we're doing this kind of interactive theatre simulation from Augusto Boal's Theatre of the Oppressed, and we're looking at the moment, we're building the world for the second time, going through history from the colonial era to the modern era, and then we're going to have an island, and we're going to have an island that's split into all the different factions, and then we're going to decide how we're going to build Kitten Beach, and, you know, make it a utopia, right? Because that's what we're after, I think. There was a bit of a division last time between the Dome living and the return to Monkey and the Conservatives, so we wanted to preserve some kind of art and culture, and we just kind of wanted to concrete over all of that. So hopefully we can come to a bit of a better compromise this time, because that's what the final phase is about. But it got a bit crazy in the last Kitten Beach Season 1, the finale, so who knows what's going to happen. But right now we need to fix the economy a little bit, so I'm going to go and do that. Well, with your blessings. So Jade, you're in charge of the Petro Cats today, right? Is that what's happening? Bablina, you're still in charge of the religious. Esther's still in charge of the militarists. Valerie's still in charge of the communists. No, I don't think it's fully fixed yet. No, it's not fully fixed. And the capitalist is Prickly Triangle. Is Prickly Triangle about? Good morning. How's the casting? Well, Dadzig went first, so I've got the inside scoop. But I'm going to save that. Dadzig had to run. He had to go and cook, right? He had to go and prepare his gruel. I managed to watch everybody who went before me, yeah. Which is always a bit of an advantage. But I don't know. It's good. I'm sure it's not the last time. Hey, Dadzig, if you're out there, it's not the last time we're going to meet across a casting room floor. Where is the love from Meow Yorker? You tickled each other with feathers, is that true? Yeah, because it was the only thing we had two of. We only had one railway spike, so we decided that wouldn't be fair. You're deputy for esoteric in. Okay, monster. Okay, that's good to know. I think that's everyone then, right? Oh, and Detvi. Yeah, Detvi's there. Great. Okay, so that's Bin Cat. So I'm going to explain the situation. My first request is I'm going to use some presidential powers first of all, because the economy is going to dip a little bit. I think we've kind of lifted it, but there have been some silly decisions. One of which was developing some tourism in English-speaking cats territory to put people in the opera house, which was always a bit of a stretch. But we're going to fire all of those people. They're going to get fired, right? That's what the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fire all of that tourist industry. Put them back into the workforce. We have a lot of unemployed people, so we're going to get stuck into employing them in farming and mining. Our highly educated workforce, but we're going to do that. That's my first question really, because we were talking agricultural subsidies last time, And we can get into the details of that, and maybe that's worth me forcing a vote on. Agricultural subsidies might be interesting, quick fix, but it gives the communists a boost. And then my first, I guess, request to not have to use too much force is I'd like to build a bunch of farms in Better Kitten's realm. You see that patch of farmland next to soon-to-be farmland next to the treehouse city? I'd kind of like to farm all that because we need to soak up these unemployed, and we've not got enough chocolate stuff for the chocolate factory, and we've not got enough cotton for the fursuits and wool. So we need to like fix all that. So no, I don't know if I want to vote on that. I'm actually gonna just use my presidential powers on that to are they the fucksheds? Not yet. No, fucksheds have not been deployed. Prickly Triangle went straight to hotels, and that's gone wrong because we've lost control of the island and there are rebels. That's the problem. We need to get a grip. Cotton, yes. Chocolate, no. Rubber? Can I do rubber over there? Could kind of do with rubber. Or I could go cotton and wool, maybe. That would be helpful.
You dog.
You're consulting your notes. Alright, well look, let's get stuck in because we've got quite a bit to do. So we'll zoom into better. This is the first site of action, okay? And the reason why this is going to be my first point of action to whatever agreement we reach is that this is already farmed. We've kind of set this aside as presidential area, and that is farmable. We cleared all the logging down to Detvi. We can just farm straight along there, build a bunch more tree houses, put a few more docks in, and I want to add another couple of shipyards. So Better Kitten's going to get a massive upgrade here, as long as you agree. But sugar and chocolate would be very helpful. I'll put in extra boatyards because they're loaded. They're too loaded. They're heavily loaded. We can do it with the honey. Yeah, we can do it with more honey, Hisa. That's worth hanging on to. Alright, when we get round to Detviz upgrades, honey, yeah, more honey is not a bad idea. I'm also going to link Detviz realm with Better Kittens because we've got so much stuff flowing around the island now. We need to go both ways. Alright, look. Valerie. I'm going to start laying down cotton farms, alright? Since you agreed to that. But we need something else at the beginning here. Rubber. Yeah, like rubber would be great. Can I just get the rubber in? I think I'm just going to put the rubber in. Do you mind? Does anyone mind? Does anyone really mind? Look at that, that's prime rubber. Rubber for all the pizzle hats. You said yes. Okay, great. Thanks. Alright, I'm going to stay relaxed because we don't want that. We don't want to drop below 30,000, remember, that's bad. Robbie said yes. Cotton, not quite. See, it's chocolate and sugar. Why not? Why not chocolate? Look, I just given you 2 shipyards, Valerie. Can you just grow some cocoa for us? Why is that unreasonable? I don't get what you've got against chocolate. Okay, thank you, much appreciated.
There's a new sport in the Tropico.
Okay, we're just gonna ignore the rebels for a bit because we've got a big army. It's just we've spread out, so we're not reacting quickly enough to them. But I'm not gonna like zoom in on them at the moment. We need to solve this stuff. So, cocoa or sugar? Sugar. And then cocoa. And then cotton. And I might like give you another bus, get people down there, because I'm going to put some other stuff in maybe. Yeah, llamas, I think. Llamas are going in there. And then I'll stick a bus in. That seems fine. You're not going to say no to some llamas, are you? Come on, look at that, Llama Land. Well, yeah, of course we'll make it a party bus. It's a party bus to Llama Land. That's okay. All right, great. Okay, so that's a bunch of stuff that's going to feed things through. We maybe need another teamster over here. We've got these guys, we put them in. Maybe just one more teamster there. Okay, now we let that go through. Alright, so hopefully that's going to... Wait, we'll put a military... Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, military there. Yeah, and a guard tower. Alright, we got the people. So that's going to create a little bit more flow into the chocolate and employ people, and it's also going to allow us to build more ships. So that should generally be good. This is not joined yet, so the honey is not a bad idea. To solve a bit of the sugar crisis. So, Detv, do you object to more honey? No, I just have to do this and then we're going to return to democracy. It's a bit like the last game, Hisa. Look, Hisa's already planning an uprising. Guys! I just have to get the economy back. We're going to be alright. Honestly, I'm not a dictator. Can you please check the pollution levels? Yep. Oh, we need. Let's oppress the neighbours. Okay, so we're going to intimidate the neighbours now. This is going to lower their happiness, and so therefore raise our happiness by comparison. And we'll steal money from there. Tropico's under attack. Yeah. Let's employ more firemen. How can I plan an uprising when I don't even have a faction, silly? Purple Heart, you'll find a way. Right, we needed this. Quick build. IKEA now has power.
Future shock. Can it happen? Canal Uno has determined it is impossible for technology to change so fast that humans couldn't handle it.
They have food around here. Do they have entertainment? They have a school. No, they're getting a bar. No, they've got a bar. They've got a bar. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Do they need a church? Do we put a church in for these guys? Is there a bus stop? I feel like they're a bit cut off. Yeah, let's look at that economy. Look. Alright, I can't spend any more money at the moment. The next thing to do to get the economy back is we've got a lot of excess power. Alright? So we're going to fire some of these guys for now. But remind me about that. This is not getting tobacco, so they can be fired. The hotels, they're all getting fired. These guys are getting fired. So that's that whole sector closed down. The cabaret's doing alright. The cheesery guys are doing alright. Let's pay them a bit more. 25 power, output by 20%. Yeah, let's do that. Butter churner, yeah. So we've upgraded the cheese, the creamery for a prickly triangle. But we've just fired all your people because there's no stable tourist industry. They don't have enough sugar and cocoa. Dark chocolate there. No sugar. This should produce no sugar. Yeah. 1,000 sugar. Mechanical milkers. We can get mechanical milkers for the goats, maybe. I'm gonna turn it back to you in a moment to solving the basic problems we have. Right, look at this, there's no cotton. Let's change this to conventional dyes. Oh, you wanted to see the pollution? Yeah, okay, pollution. Sorry. There's the pollution map. Do you want any other maps while I'm here? That's beauty. Can print money again. Maybe get that in the bank. Alright, I'm just going to move on a bit. We should produce jewellery. There you go. That's something we should definitely do. We'll do that in Petrocats. Do they have any military here? They don't have any military, do they? Oh, they do. Alright, we'll just put a guard tower up. Shouldn't that be an English-speaking cat's realm? Yeah, arguably, right? Hold on to that thought. We'll move it later. The reason is, just while we're saving the economy, I want the jewelry next to the gold mines, so we can just go straight in. But yeah, when this is a bit better integrated and goods are flowing around a bit better, then maybe. They set fire to one of your houses. I think they're anti-communist, these guerrillas. Right. Happy meat. Let's research happy meat. Just so we've got that. Do we need to research happy meat? No, just install it. Happy meat. I'm okay to go with happy meat. It's gonna piss Petrocat off. And it's gonna increase our relationship with BinCat. Alright, we'll put... I'm gonna need to do happy meat because they've demanded it and we've accepted it. We can issue industrialization for the Petrocats and those two will probably balance out. I think there's a full catsuit coming. Season 3. Happy meat, right? We want happy meat. Let's do it. Let's do a vote. We haven't had a vote yet. We haven't had a vote yet. Let's have a vote. Hisa, let's have a vote. Can we put happy meat to the vote? I might have to do it anyway at some point, but let's put it to the vote. Happy meat. As opposed to sad meat. We want depressed meat. Beef quest. You're just letting them run. Look, the tanks are... They're just running into the jungle. This is madness. We need that guard tower, but I don't want to rush build anything. Wait. Let's get some trade. No. Okay, that's bad. We can cancel that one. That's okay. That we want to need to fix. Okay, who did we... Oh, we're still on the timer for Happy Meat. We need to speed them up. Books. We make books, right? The book guys are here, right? Books. Yeah. Pay them more. Electronic printing press. Great. Paper mill. Processes coconuts. That's quite good, but we want this. And maybe add another logging down here as well. You can never have enough logs. So industrialists want the best of the country to grow economy. We want to work with whoever and focus on that. Yes, Happy Meat 1. Happy Meat won with 46% of the vote. Please don't become a furry. Alright, we're going to do Happy Meat.
Studies show that
I thought that was in the bank. I thought you wanted the first seat. Right, we now have electricity, so let's just fix that. Give these guys a little bit more. No, okay. Right, industrialization we don't need to issue. What time is it? 12:30. Alright, I'm going to try and have this fixed in about 35 minutes and then we'll hand over to votes in the second half and then we'll try and get through to the end of this era. Right, there were some other things we can do, I remember. As far as do we need all of them? I don't think so. So fire these guys. We need more steel. I'll get you another steel factory when the economy comes back. Because the economy's frightened at the moment, it's run away. Oh, the tourists are back! Okay, we've got. Well, I've reopened one hotel. Keep an eye on that.
We are receiving news that surprisingly organized vandals have damaged civic buildings in Tropico. Do not be alarmed. This is categorically not a rebel attack.
You're a friend of the Earth, Presidente. In return for your help,
I think we need the money.
covered in authentic dirt.
I think we need the money right now. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry, not sorry. Wow, they're still on suppressed housing and the communists are still the happiest people on the island. Okay. We're gonna leave that. I'm gonna reoppress the slum. No, the slum is on 1! The economy's not great, guys. This is not good. Still 31 unemployed, but we're doing better. We've got a bit of a grip on that. Money is coming. Time to fire the bankers, maybe. Yeah. Bye, guys. No, and their tourists have run away again. There's no point in reopening that. I'm fixing it. I'm fixing it. Just get it through.
me, you dog.
Rather than throwing off, rather than scaring it away. Look, you gotta creep up on the economy. It scares easily. It's very skittish. We're making 10,000 profit now. That's amazing.
This spate of vandalism has been denounced by the palace as sour.
These are gonna get upgrades.
Simply
They need
don't understand
upgrades.
the pressures of wealth, a spokesperson said.
I think we have to leave it. I don't think we can. Whoa, that's nice. All right. The coconut trade route came through. Let's get another good trade route. Hang on. Cigars plus 59. Cigars. That's nearly finished. Yeah, let's do that. And there's the books going through. Yeah, the books are going through. Alright, let's let these... They're very nice trade routes, so... Financial aid, boom. Financial aid, boom. There we go, 79,000. Do you want to print money? Do you want to print money? Brrr. Do you want to print money now if we're going to wait like 20 minutes? Money go brrr, re-employ the bankers. Brrr. Anyone want to print money? Just putting it out there. Hisa, do you want to ask the people if they'd like to print money? Valerie, we're going to call it quantitative easing. Quantitative easing. Everybody's going to love it. Printing money's great. No bad things ever happen from printing money. Right. Are you guys using this bus? Yeah, they are. Okay. Let's squeeze another... Maybe another lumber mill in here. No. Print more Logans. Let's inflate the currency. Give them 1 minute to think. Don't let them think too much about it. That's when the problems start. Right, when we go past 100, we're going to industrialize Bublina. Money printing, there we go. Yeah, money printing! People love money. That's why you need to give them more of it. We got 8,000 in the Swiss bank account, actually. That's nice.
Do any of these offers look good to you?
They're all quite useful. Let's keep that. Armed forces still on professional soldiers. Didn't we change to militia? Money printing. Okay, and then the bankers are coming back.
Back at me, you dog!
If you build wheels, the trade route will be used more and more unless you get money and growth. You mean free wheels? We had a problem with traffic jams when we had free. Yeah, print money! Alright, I'm printing money now.
How fortunate.
Print money! Okay, now we get the guys in the bank. Okay, magic. They're back. How many got employed? On in 30, great. So, industrialize this. Fine fabric rolling, each of them is going to be 50 megawatts each. And that's going to increase our efficiency by 50%. No, 10%. Unified weaving. Yeah, let's do unified weaving everywhere. And then we can actually fire a lot of people from the canneries. And we can also can coffee. Okay, 25 minutes till break. And then we're going to go with your vote. So, while I'm lingering in the different realms, please make up your mind. But, these slums are already at 1. The budget's at 1. The houses are at 3. The bunkhouse is at 1. Our housing quality is abysmal. I don't even know why people like us. It's kind of natural pizzazz, maybe. Presidente, they love your pizzazz! A beautiful mind. They've got enough of a load there, I think. Let's move this, get some more llamas in. Those llamas are caning that ground. Alright, more. More llamas! More! And then we'll chill them out a bit. That's probably enough llamas. More jewelry and cigars. No, we need more tobacco. We're out of raw resources. That's the problem. One of the problems. But are we getting there? I think we're getting there. Let's just let that go. Yeah, let's let that play for a bit again. You gotta go feed the chickens. I hope you don't miss the rise of industrial techno in your faction. We just got the unified weavers in for you. You go feed those chickens. That's way more important. Bees and coconuts and a bus stop, please. It's what I asked last time. I got you, I got you. I'm doing it now, I'm doing it now.
Style is apolitical and proves nothing anyway. The palace.
Doing it now. And you want to connect to the communist area, or you want to connect to Petrocat or the militarists, or what? Where do you want your bus connection? No, it's industrializing. It's not the upgrades, is it? It's just the buildings themselves. When we do that, we'll do that. Communists, okay. I'm going to give you a little chapel here. And then more honey, yeah? It's not amazing for honey here, maybe? I need to do this, I think. I learned this from playing the nature expansion, which brings different this different concept of nature to the game, and you need to do this kind of thing and make it more natural, and then that'll improve the bees, obviously. Alright, that's going through, and that was a modest request. I want to do more. We want to go further for Bin Cat. It's like we're getting the. Let's have a look at the military now. No. Let's do the money. Let's let the money go through. Why are expenses so high? Okay, these have got a glut again. Let's do that. Get more weapons on the go. Nice. Okay, weapons industry's back. The intimidating neighbours is working really well. What are those rebels attacking the commies? Poor attempt at recreating our greatness as rebels. Yeah, I think so. I'm not pro-rebel forces here. I might put in a little extra treehouse. Resource depleted. No. Okay, we got more coal. We got more. Wait, no, is that
I
iron?
know if my neighbor is a spy. The palace.
We might have a problem.
Chances. Spy on everyone.
Prickly Triangle is not gonna like this problem. We'll ignore it for now and hope it goes away, but the problem is that the only iron left on the island is under the Opera House and the cheese factory. I see the seeds of some controversy. Just if anyone's clocking it, yeah, Monster, if you're clocking it. That's the only iron left. That's gone. Wait, no, it's the coal that's gone, right? But that's gonna go, that's gonna go. We've got more coal. Alright, we'll get more coal from here. Let's just move them. Can you still move them if they've been depleted? Yeah, okay. Okay, so they're gonna move out the centre, which opens up some land for development. Like nice land, right? So to have a think about that, Monster. I'm not quite ready. Wait, there's another one? No, that's gone. Unemployed 42. Okay, 15 minutes. I will try to get money in the bank. Everything seems to be flowing through alright though. That's okay. That's okay. Is there a glut there? I don't think so. That's flowing. Yeah. That's all flowing nicely. This is a bit fucked up, this area, isn't it? What do they need? They need some services. Let's give them a little chapel. And let's get them. They've got a pub, so let's just give them a chapel. Get back to work.
Fuck at me, you dog!
We have a catalogue of all factories and productions. You want to make a list? Yeah, okay. So, for Petrocat, sorry, I'm just keeping my eye on the money there. You've got nickel, uranium, gold, and aluminium. The other thing we can do, remember, is nuclear testing, but that's going to piss everybody off, but it gives us 100,000 straight away. I don't think you'll vote for that, though. No. Well, I don't think we can wreck the economy much more than we have.
Is perfectly normal.
Financial aid. When's those trade routes come in? Cigars is next up. The gold's not going, is it? The leather's not really going either. Books are going. Let's wait for those 3 trade routes and then we've probably got enough money. Don't let me spend any more. I'm not going to spend any more. I promise I won't spend any more of your money. Let's look at military though. If we want to bring the tourists back in, we need more military. We need a barracks. We need another barracks over in Better Kitten's land. That's kind of urgent. MCAT needs more because we demolished those fortresses. So we're gonna need to. We will need that eventually. We can still do an aircraft carrier. I don't know whether it's even worth staying in the Cold War for another
The citizens are
whole
demanding
session.
elections, Presidente. It seems that they want the choice.
All right, this should be fine. Acknowledge issue. Housing. Praise faction. Religious. Blame superpower. No one. Promise improvement. Nothing.
An impromptu vandalism competition ended
That's
in
an
victory
import trade
today
route.
for the Tropican rebels as they beat the local authorities by 2 whole walls.
I can't believe we've managed to keep the housing so low and so bad. I don't know if I've ever done that in Tropico. We've got the apps. Everyone's living in absolute slums. Aircraft carrier, yeah. I know. I want it. I'm with you. Right, that's the book order coming through. I want to hand power back over to the cats, and then you can decide whether we tank it or not. But let's just get it. Let's get it safe. Right, another trade route. Hang on. Another trade route. Leather is good, but we're not shipping leather. Pearls is good. We are shipping pearls, right? Revenue, export. Pearls, 13,000, yeah, so we ship that. You want another power station? We're not using the full power of the power station we have at the moment. Hang on. Right, they are producing jewellery now, but there's not enough gold, so let's fire some of them. And where's the gold mine? Let's actually power these. Okay, I've powered your gold mines, which is using a bit, but that should then help. And we'll put another one of these here. No, maybe like that. Don't let me spend any more money. Why are you letting me spend money? Why am I spending money? You ship level with everything. Why am I spending money? I told you not to let me spend money. Alright, 11 minutes. Where's my election details?
An official statement from the palace confirms a meteor shower is going to...
Oh, great! Yeah. Fantastic. Woo!
Have a bucket? Are you a team player? Then Tropico needs you, citizens.
This is great because we're going to get a big flood of immigrants and we're going to get a massive approval from that and loads of people to employ. So I'm voting yes to accepting people if they ask.
An amazing meteor.
Yes, we can. Like refugees, alright.
Were blown up by it.
I'm saying yes to refugees. Yes. Accept them. Can we get a vote on that? Yes. Yes to sanctuary. Yes to refuge. Yes. Can I get one unanimous yes? Yes. Anyone who's vaguely close to yes. No! Yeah, but then I'm not going to win the election. This makes my life a lot easier. Yes. I'm only seeing yeses. Thank you, Summers. Thank you, Kermit. Thank you, Barbarian. Thank you. Thank you to the yeses. Yes to Proposition Refuge. It's a fucking meteor shower. Come on. It's a meteor shower. What are they going to do? Alright, I'm going to say... Oh, no, wait. Oh, there's a vote. There's a vote. There's a vote. Sneaky vote. Yes. Yes. Yes, we can. Alright, that's great. So we don't need to worry about the election anymore. We've got a critical number of people, though. I don't know. I've never seen that before. What does that mean? Has anyone seen that before? 175 unemployed people. Alright, we're going to need to find them some jobs. They's going to need some jobs, they are. And it's not going to be tourism. Alright, okay, we'll try and get this above 1,000, but I think we've got a critical number of unemployed people now. You just said, never mind. Wait. Soylent Green time. 1,867. Multiple fires across the island. But 81% approval. What's wrong? Look, what's wrong with that? Let's hoover this up. No, I don't want to. No, I don't want to spend any money. I don't want to spend any money. Don't let me spend any money. 500 cigars to go. Right, I'll leave this crisis for you to solve, but this is quite a big crisis. This will need emergency attention. So, whoever gets selected to mop up this mess, good luck. Because we'll roll the dice again, we'll randomise it. Hey, Joshi! Nice one. Woohoo! This is what you want on Wednesday brunches, though, don't you? You want that kind of like wrestling with the economy, you know? Everyone can vote freely. All the noobs. Vote for who you like. $94,000.
Thanks to decisive action from the palace, the meteor refugee crisis has ended.
Yay!
Citizens are required to send
They'll leave anyway. They'll leave if we just they'll go. No.
The election is a landslide, Presidente.
Thank you, and thank you.
Reduces the size of the workforce.
All right, 5 minutes, then we break, regardless of where it is. We've got a lot of people to soak up, so that's gonna need close management. Wait.
Surely they would cause intense heat, not.
Canned goods are up by 15%. IKEA's up by 15%. Guns are up by 15%. And apparel. Does that mean the clothes? That's great. Good news, everyone. So Tara says keep an eye on the canned goods. I mean, the canned goods can be fully automated as well, and we can create even more unemployed people. But we are gonna have to soak this up after the break. Like, make no mistake, you're all gonna have to get stuck into This is a very big, scary number. 103. That's not too bad. Some have left. Apparel. I don't know how much apparel.
Greatly exaggerated. The fashionable nude this
3 apparels old.
is apolitical and proves nothing anyway, the palace says.
Do we have a lumber industry? Yeah, we have a lumber industry. We have logs. We have IKEA. That's working. I mean, it would help to pay everybody more and make everything a bit more efficient, right? We need to improve society to reap the benefits. We've got everything pretty bad. Free wheels. Crazy. Free wheels. We tried free wheels. Yeah, we can do fashion, but we need the next era to do proper fashion. Okay, we're making 30,000 every time. We should be 30,000 every year up. So let's just not spend. I'm up for more banks. Look, honestly, you can take this in any direction now when we hand it over. We've got 2 hours of 2 hours solid of extra democracy. We can keep voting until somebody steals Cold War World Wonder.
However, the palace warns that without a license to play, rebellion is illegal.
Yeah, I think we need that extra barracks in Better Kitten is taking punishing. Alright, 128,000. Still not the bonus through from the cigars yet. No, why not? That I know why. Fucking cigar factory. Maybe they need an industrialization. Hang on. Oh, wait, we fired them. Hang on, okay. Surplus is built up. Here we go. Let's industrialize them. 6,000. Machine choppers, there you go. We'll do that. Free wheels of propaganda. I'm not in on free wheels. I know Petrocats like it, but like, it's going to involve money on garages everywhere. And all right, we're back below the danger point on population, whatever that meant. Okay, and it's 1 o'clock. We're at 100,000. We didn't get the trade routes through yet. But we are going to get them very soon. And that's going to give a good bonus. That's going to give a good bonus, I believe. Let's just check on leather then. Alright, leather, we can increase the production of that like this. Alright, okay, so let's put that on with the helicopter. We'll take a break now. And we will come back and it will be over to you guys. So we'll rotate the votes. Alright? But I don't really want to spend more than 50,000 and let 50,000 coming in. No more immigrants are coming. Tropico is too crowded. Yeah. And we've got 57 spare people. We managed to get that number right down in the modern era in the last game, just if you remember. Alright, I will be back.
Flying cars have arrived in Tropico. Current flight times are less than a second, but our scientists are working hard on improving that.
Okay, Valerie's suggesting the Colosseum or the Moonlander as a world wonder. Are those the two that would make us make happiness manageable? Okay. Yeah, I don't want to. We want entertainment buildings though, and we want to make profit from the entertainment buildings. You're voting for love it or leave it. You want depopulate already. Finally, the Italian wants the Colosseum. Yeah, here you go. It was inevitable. Why not both? We can only have one. Alright, if someone wants to progress us, remember we really need like 1 million. We need 1 million in the bank before we progress. So I'm going to be favouring the economic decisions in terms of where my support is, but go for whatever you like. Let's 2 seconds. Alright, it's Bin Cat. Detv, your vote is first. Let's zoom in on Detv's realm then. And as I said, I'm interested in stuff that you're going to do that's going to soak up the unemployed and save the economy, but do what you like. This is Detv's realm. Detv has IKEA, 2 lumber mills, a few shacks, coconut harvesters, a barracks, 3 beekeepers, and tree houses, and a bus, which we did not connect, so let's do that. Where do you want the bus to connect to? The communists, right? Alright, you're right connected to the rest of the island now. Yep, it's you, Detv. You're up. You're up. There's your world. You can build anything. You can propose building something in somebody else's world as well. That's totally plausible. But this has to pass the vote of the populace. This has to be the Vox Populi. I have the Tropico note. More bees! Alright, with bees we have to plant trees, but I'm happy to make it bee world. Because it's just going to go to the chocolate anyway. You want a hospital? Interesting. I mean, it's not really a population centre. I will give you a clinic. I'll give you a clinic, Detv. I don't know about the usefulness of having a hospital all the way out here at the moment. Yeah, I love tree placement as well. Who doesn't love tree placement? And roads as well. But I hate it when I get them wrong. This is a little bit annoying over here, Lord Soulplay. Right. That's the kind of thing that eats away at my mind. So let's solve that now. Yeah, I'll give you a clinic, alright? I'll give you a clinic. No problem. That's a good idea. Alright, what else would you like? You can have that, no vote. I don't really want to build a hospital up there. If someone like Bublina wants to build a hospital, or Valerie, or Terra Kitten even, that makes sense to have a hospital in one of those places. That road was why I had the sleepless night. Yeah. No, we just did that road, to be fair. But that kind of thing does keep me up. Can you have a casino? You can go for it, like, you can propose a casino, but a casino in Bin Cat's world is not a good idea because it's far out. It's really aimed at rich people, of which we don't have that many anymore. Or tourists, which we have none. Army would benefit from a good hostel. We would all benefit from more army. Let's build a bunker, says Boda Panda. Yeah, bunker up. You have to bunker up every now and again. More army is baked in, I think. We're going to be slowly adding more army, but if you've got any innovations for your industry down here, or something, for instance, you could build, if you wanted, propaganda. You could vote to start off the environmentalist propaganda. That's a strong move, but it costs us money. Does there need to be more housing for our new people? Maybe. No. Yes, very much so. But they also need jobs. So if you're going to put in an industry, then I will supply you with more tree houses. Yeah, it's really nice. You can get right in there. Oh, it's got. Oh yeah, this is interesting, guys. Look, if you have Tropico and you play it at the moment, when there's a celebration in the real world, they put little decorations in. So this is Chinese New Year decorations. I noticed it when I played at Halloween. They had like pumpkins everywhere. Propaganda, yes. More bees, maybe a theatre. Yeah, theatre will. I'm happy to move the theatre from Valerie, and then Valerie can put something else in that spot. Do you want to just do a deal on the theatre? Valerie, do you want to swap out the theatre? That gives you that spot for something else. Well, it gives you the space, and it gives you a kind of freebie. Michael Horsier, yeah, Michael Horsier. I know, it's great, right? He's here in spirit. Even though I killed him on the casting room floor. Juicing, we can't juice until the next era. No juice, I'm afraid. Juice hasn't been innovated yet. Come on. Do you want to do the deal on the theatre or not? Valerie. Michael here is a ghost. Yeah. Alright, the deal is this. If you give Detvy the theatre, right? Because Detvy wants the theatre, you can give your theatre up and put it down the other end. There's a bus connection now anyway. And then that gives you this space back. Which might be, because you've got a more developed area, you might want to put something different in there. You could put a hospital in there. But I just give you that swap if you want. There's no need to vote on that if you two do the deal. If you see what I'm thinking, Valerie, that might be useful to you. Like moving that. Okay guys, this might be a bit slow, but I'd rather take it slow and make less mistakes. It's better when we work as a group, I think. We don't already have a hospital, no. Yeah, we have clinics. And everything's on fire. In terms of industry that's good for the environment, is mainly bees. Yeah, we've kind of got it all. We've got it all. You can do more plantations. I can fit some farms in without damaging things too much. Like beef up the foresty area and like put some farms in around the edge if you want. Make me a bee queen then. Oh my god, fish farm. Yeah, you can fish farm. Valerie, what's the decision? Because we have to vote on this Beatopia. Eco farming, please. All right, yeah, we can do that. We can change it to hydroponics in the next era as well and dome it up. Inuri is going to be with me on the dose. You want to keep the theatre, really? All right, yeah. So you're going to have a vote on that. So the way we're going to combine this into one vote is that we're going to have a vote on making this a Beatopia and having a special Bee musical that plays in the theatre that has musicals like All the Flowers Have Very Special Powers, and each bee has been drinking from a different flower, and they come kind of imbued with that flower energy. So it's really the battle of the flowers through this kind of bee musical, right? So we do the musical, and with the musical, Devi gets trees, tree houses, and more honey. So we're going to vote, all of that is what that means, and we're just going to call it the Bee Movie. No, I stole that from Alice in Wonderland. All right, Bee Movie, Bee Movie. Hisa, are you there? Let's do a vote on Bee Movie. No, I don't think it's a play. Sorry, Bee musical. It's a Bee musical. Yeah, I love jazz. All right, our voting's a bit slow. Oh, there we go. Excellent. Thank you. Bee musical. Building more theatres. In this economy? You're building theatres? The casting calls for the Bee musical. Beatopia is the name of the Bee musical. Can't believe. For every bee sting, you get a small souvenir. Yeah, that time I got swarmed by bees. I told you I was hallucinating from the stings. It was crazy. And the archaeologists we were on the trip with had fed me this strange yellow flower before I got swarmed. And I was like, what does this do? And they were like giggling and like laughing to each other. Yes, to the Bee musical. All right, we're doing it. Let's move you over here. Luxury entertainment. And then we need to make this all a bit more lush. So we're going to spend a few thousand on trees. Big trees.
Back at me, you dog.
Am I spending all the money on trees? Let's go to Rhodos and eat yellow flowers together, yeah. You have to go down to Monolithos. It's down in the hidden valley in Monolithos. Go there. Okay, now we need to make this true Beatopia.
vandalism competition.
If it's like a Greek thing, if we're doing like Greece down here, maybe sheep. Look at that. I'm gonna chuck some sheep in free. Nothing wrong with a sheep. We need sheep anyway. So that's a theatre, that's extra trees. Maybe some more honey if we centralise this. Ah! Whoops. Sorry. That was a misclick. Shit. Yeah, look, we can move the coconut stuff down here. This way. Okay. Right, let's... I need to finish that. I'm not happy with that yet. I need some more honey. Oh, we said tree houses as well, didn't we? So let's put them in. This is actually quite a nice add-on, by the way, if you play Tropico and you haven't got this yet. It's quite nice. It's possibly my favourite one, actually. And I thought about getting it for a while, and I put it off. But the tree houses alone make it worthwhile, I think. Alright, that's gonna come in more honey. I'll come back to that, but we can put that in now. So that's extra honey, 2 sheep, a theatre, a clinic, and tree houses. Put 3rd tree house in, then we need to wait for the money to tick back up. Yes, there we go. That's the cigars and books in. That cigar one's nearly there. That's great. Pearl's nearly there. We need some gold out. In the warehouse to sort the gold out. The leather will be fine. So what's good there? Pearls again. Okay. We'll take a small deal on pearls. Alright, so next up. Better kitten. Alright, Valerie, you're next up. You already got quite a bit of development. This is multicultural. We can upgrade these things. I'll probably just do that for you anyway. Let's do that. And this one. Yeah, and then these guys shaving pens. So that's going to create some more unemployment, and then veterinary vaccination will do that as well. The other thing that's possible for you to vote on, I don't know what you've got in store at the moment, but These can be upgraded. And you can remove people, get rid of people from the workforce game. We've got 91 unemployed still with 32 vacant jobs. Or the shipyards, which can all get more efficient and or take aluminium as well. And potentially even more shipyards. But let's just beef up the power. Alright, is Valerie there? If your internet is lagging, we can move on to somebody else, I don't mind.
Freedom is slavery. Ignorance is strength. Coffee is pineapple juice. And Tropico...
Malaka! Tirileza Malaka! Well, let's give Valerie 3 minutes and then I'll change, but that's the situation if you're watching over in Better Kitten World. There's room for improvement, it's obviously pretty good. Some improvement for your industries and build the hospital. Yeah. Alright. So... let's combine that into a vote then. That's not actually improvement in the industry. That will be. Alright. That's pretty modest proposal. So we're going to upgrade the remaining boatyards, and we are going to build a hospital. Okay? So that's what you're voting on. Boats and hospital for Better Kitten Zone. I think it's a reasonably modest proposal. We're running low on money again. That's got a cooldown of 10 years. Alright, might be time to fire the bankers. Wait, no, they're safe. Right, what's next? Just boats, I think. Okay, financial aid is coming in. Boom, praise, aid. So we're up to 90,000.
Would any of these be of interest to you?
Yeah, I think I'm going to upgrade you to a church as well. Who's the one crazed person? No to hospitals. No, one person. Alright, whoever you are, you're brave. You're a brave individual. Society with no meds. Do you believe in roads? Are you one of those people who doesn't believe in roads? Alright, let's do it. Hospitals. And I think a church. Yeah. We'll just destroy this. And then we are going to put the hospital in. Let's make sure we're doing that. Now, yeah, I'll give you a free church there because we moved your, we demolished your chapel, so that should improve things as well. And then it was going to be the boatyards, wasn't it? Yeah, they're all glutted, so... But we need electricity. So we're on full power now. And let's try and push these boatyards a bit. Okay, that's spent. So you've got all of them improved. The hospital's on its way. Let's just go and have a quick look at Detvi's stuff. Right, Detvi, you got the theatre. So, I have a question about the theatre for Detvi. Do you want classical staging? Do you want improv theatre? Or do you want El Presidente the musical? I'm going to give you theatre. Let's get that uploaded now. Really, it's Cold War. Theatre. Boom. Detvi, if you're out there, you've got some options now for what you want the musical, right? We're going to do the musical. Be the musical. Yeah, only B musicals, but I'm the lead B. I'm the B queen. I'm the queen B. El Presidente. El President B. B president. All right, we're gonna. It's about my life, right, and how I looked at you all as my Beast Van. Yeah. It's the director casting himself as the lead. That's exactly what's happening. It's Beast Van. Beast Van Toth, the musical. Yeah, we're doing that. All right. And because it's about me, we're going to massively increase the funding for that. So this is the best B musical on the island. The only B musical on the island. But still. And swear I heard bees then. That's crazy. Oh, it's from the honeymoon. Or is it a plane? Let's drop a few more of these in to get some proper jungle. Alright, so that's fine. Everyone's still at 83%. Yeah, I know, but it's the only musical option. Alright, Detvi, you're in it. You're the B Queen. Okay, fine. No, that's right. That's fair. Detvi's the B Queen. Can't believe we're casting this like this. This is canon. I can't believe we're casting it like that. Alright, Detvi, you're the lead. You're the B Queen. Beat V. Yeah, beat V, exactly. Alright, that's canon. Forget the El Presidente musical. But it's positive. It's definitely a positive story. About the El President. Whoa, the money. We just had loads of money. What happened? You spent it, boss. Alright, wait. Stop spending. Oh wait, we're getting a glut. Are we?
May I help you?
Whoa. Okay, that's a trade route complete again.
Pleasure doing business with you, Presidente.
Money. Hang on. Slow. Right, we'll do the next person. Hang on. Trade route. They're all a bit shit. Cigars is the best again, but we'll take small money on that. So we're not getting these boosty trade routes coming in. They're not going to give us aid for a while. 26 months.
A few opportunities came up.
Convincing tool, that's fine. We don't need any of these at the moment. You have to pick the edicts. But did we have a glut? Hang on, 661, 68, 81. I don't think so. I think we're just gonna have to let that simmer through for a little while. But we'll start the process for the next one. God, these newspaper people are paid 1. How did we get here? It's 2057. Our wages are rock bottom, our living conditions are rock bottom, our approval is 90%.
fate of vandalism has been denounced by the palace as sour grapes. Poor people simply don't understand.
That's
the pressures
crazy.
of wealth.
There must be loads of gorillas. 1 Kitten Beach dollar is 0.00001 US. Alright, let's pick the next person. Okay, it's Terror Kitten. We got no money, monster. We are terrorizing our neighbors. You don't have to worry about that. We're on like auto terrorize. But we're dipping a bit. I might fire the banks. I have fired the bankers. No, we gotta fire the banks. Bye bye. Alright, I'm gonna hold over Terror Kittens while the money comes in. And you can see what's going on.
This is business news on Canal Uno. The market stabilized today after worldwide nuclear winter preparations were abandoned. This is in part due.
What do you need as a society? All sorts of things. We need all sorts of stuff.
Radiation will give everyone superpowers.
What do you think we need? We've got a lot. I mean, like, once we get enough money in the bank, we can improve the living conditions in all of these places. It's going to be very nice. I don't quite understand why we've got 90% approval still. It must be the refugees. We need housing and jobs for the refugees. We've got no money though. We've got 70 unemployed people. No money. Maybe we're crashing. Hang on. We can print money. Brrr, come on! Come on, everybody! Come on, let's print money! It worked last time. We're at minus 30,000. What do you want to do? I don't think we can cut anything else. Why is that down so much? No, I think there is a glut forming. I think there's a glut forming. Hang on. We'll solve that. It's that hospital. That hospital was decadent. Trade route. Come on, save us, trade routes. Chocolate! And jewellery. Oh, we haven't got any money. Can we sign it anyway? Chocolate. Chocolate to the USSR. The hotels have just got no people in them. We can demolish the hotels. We don't have another one open yet. That's the there's a problem with that, but I don't want to lose the minus 11. I don't want to cancel it. We can get away with it through a warehouse setup, but it's a bit complicated. That's going up, but it's going to be a while. So we've got one more available. We can do jewellery then. Yeah. Alright. We got some trade routes that might save our ass, but I'm happy to go brrrr. Or we're cutting. We're at minus 38,000. We're going to crash.
I have good news and bad
No, we're going to continue playing. But they're recommending you quit now.
Are you suspicious about your neighbor.
But we didn't quit last time, and we sure ain't quitting this time. Alright.
Be vigilant. Report
Slums.
behavior immediately.
I reckon we should pay these guys more because there's a glut. Services cut. I can't believe we're here. Oh wait, these mines are finished. Oh, we're running out of nickel. That could be a problem. That could be a big problem. Yeah, we need to deal with Terra Kitten next. If we're like, ziggle some money. Brrr. We need a secure economy. Yeah, we just invested in a secure economy. We'll get the trade routes. We'll get the trade route. It's going to be okay, but we just have to. We have to firm it. We have to firm it until the next bit now. They're going to lend us some money. They're going to lend us some. Look, they're going to lend us some money in 6 months. That's just fine. Fine. 6 months. We can do it. Let's firm it. 6 months. It's a mini crisis. We'll get through it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, see, look. You've got to have faith in the economy. Remember, it's skittish. Tell the economy how much you love it. Any time you want, we can go brrr. You're so lucky it's laggy you can't see the money. No, it's bad. Alright, there's the cigars came through. Hang on. Books, plus 78%. Nice. Books. 8,000 books. Let's do it. There we go, financial aid, crunch, crunch. Back to 4,000. We definitely need to steal. They need to steal. Okay, 28,000. I think we firmed it. Well done, gang. Yeah, we'll see what's wasting the money. Yeah. Cutty Watty! Wages we've really cut. Upkeep. I don't want to lose any of that stuff. The mansion. We can demolish, but we're doing the same thing. We can demolish the English-speaking cat if you want. I can put that to the vote. 144 on the operas. It's not that much we're going to save. And there is, look, I mean, I can go through it and just like cut loads of shit everywhere again. But we might have firmed it. We can print now, you know, we can print. Print some money. Smooth the wheels of finance. Brrr. Look, 45,000, look. The economy's lifting with the music. You've got to be positive about the economy. Cut the mansions, yeah, I think the mansions we can cut. Sorry guys. These two old people who live there. Boom. Mansion tax.
We are receiving news that surprisingly organized vandals have damaged civic buildings in Tropico. Do not be alarmed. This is cat.
We're alright. It's just boom bust cycle. We're okay. We're okay. Dance-based economy. Exactly. Society might be crumbling. Don't worry about it. Just keep positive spirit.
The citizens are demanding elections, Presidente. It seems that they want a choice
Fine.
of how they are.
Everyone loves me for some reason. It's crazy. It's that musical. I'm like Maduro maxing. I sing the bee songs because they're really popular on the island. And everyone's like, oh, we love the Presidente. He likes the bees. I'm promising you nothing. I'm doing nothing for you. I am doing absolutely nothing for the people of this island. They live in poverty. All of our economic innovations are not dragging us out of this hole.
Your Presidente does not ignore your faith.
Yeah, 40, yeah. On the radios, everyone's playing the bee musical. Everyone's singing the songs.
God is everywhere, but it is unwise to worship our
The bees are everywhere!
Our ongoing prosperity is supported by the capitalists. With thanks. We're grateful for the
46,000.
jobs you create for my people. And
See, you can print at that point, I reckon, and like re-employ the banks, and then kind of bump out of it like that. Again, if you're here for the first time, we're a group of people and we're attempting to play Tropico 6. It's a kind of like modelling the island for our own kind of entertainment and amusement. But that's why it's 2061 and we're still in the Cold War, if you're wondering. We're taking our time. And, most importantly, it is on maximum difficulty settings, and you all saw that. That hasn't changed. Alright, I'm waiting to get to Terra Kitten, but we haven't got the money to do it at the moment. We're nearly there, I think. Let's just check for Glut again. No, I don't think so. Nickel, crisis, nickel crisis. Okay, look. This is going to be solved. This needs to happen for Terra Kitten anyway, because you're out of nickel, which means you can't make any more guns. So there's the nickel. Alright, so we've got a new supply of nickel. Let's just put that in. That's for Petrocat, that's a freebie. And we're going to put that in right now. And they're going to be on max pay. But profit protocol, because we need the aluminium, and then we're going to get froth flotation cells. Hopefully that'll resupply the weapons industry, but the weapons industry, you might want to cut a weapon factory. I don't think we need 3 now. That's one thing Terra Kitten could do in terms of improving the economy. I think we can lose some of it. But there's still shitloads of unemployed people and we're still massively popular. I do not get it. A freebie, yeah. Yeah, I know, because you were soaking it up with the weapons factories. That's why, look. You got 3. 91% approval. Baffling. Okay, so it's 2% of the population. What's that? 30 people. Yeah, they are really being distracted. It's incredible. I've not really played it like this.
There's a new sport in the Tropican streets today called Rebellion. However, the palace warns that without a license to play...
I think you're going to be alright, Det V. I think you're going to be alright today. Don't worry about it. I think we're going to be going on for a while. So if you've had your vote, like, we'll just leave your faction alone.
I came to see you as soon as I...
I mean, one thing we could do, right? Instead. Oh, man. Chocolate's still not working. That's crackers. It's the cocoa. Cocoa, really? Okay, gotta get more cocoa in. There's nothing for it.
I'm sure the good citizens...
Yeah, what is it with chocolate? I've never got chocolate to work properly in the games I've played either. We've got one on dark and one on white. One on milk. 200% cocoa. Maybe we've got more sugar than cocoa, so...
Perfection is a landslide, President.
Thank you,
The
thank you.
metaphorical kind, not the kind that accidentally...
All good,
reduces
all
the
good.
size
Much
of the
appreciated.
workforce.
Alright, so look, we'll put them both on sweet chocolate. Maybe that'll smooth it a bit. Okay, alright, we have to do something. We've got no money. So, it's Terra Kitten's got to make their decision to improve our lot. Alright, so we're going to have to take another break as well. So, Terra Kitten, Monster or Esther, you need to make some decisions about your realm and we'll put them to the vote. We're pretty bleak maxed though. We've got abandoned mines, flop houses on the lowest possible salary. The fire people live there. There's a burnout library and a school that no one goes to. They can get fired. Everyone gets a free education, right? Do we need teachers? Fuck, let's fire the teachers. We don't need any teachers. We got that registrant. Oh man, that's gonna save loads of money. Let's destroy the schools. All right. Controversial decision. Destroy the schools. We gotta fire the teachers. This is like absurd. We can make so much money from firing teachers now. Hey, hands back. School's out forever. Shut it down forever. School's out for summer. Destroy schools for money. Thank you, Hisa. That's an enormous saving. They don't need an education because they get it from the Registan. They just go into this building that the communists provided and they come out with an education. What's wrong? I'm firing all the teachers anyway. No one's going to school. Why do we need teachers?
An impromptu vandalism.
This is super decadent. We got 3 schools. No. This is silly.
The local authorities by 2.
We have to destroy the education system, please. It's costing loads of money. Vote yes. Vote yes to destroy schools. Yes to destroy schools. Come on, one more vote. Yes. Oh no. Alright, we have to do it again. Guys, if we destroy... There's no one going to schools. What's the point in the schools? There's no one going there. There's a few kids there. Alright, we leave that. America Corps. Keep just one. See, look, Valerie's seeing sense. Okay, alright. We will keep one school. We will destroy the rest. Let's have another vote. We'll keep having votes until I get the answer I want. We save so much money. Come on. Time for radical action. You're seeing the sense of this proposal. You're seeing that it is logical. That's a compliment. We got to run that vote again. We got to run that vote again. It's a school in the morning. And a sulfur mine in the afternoons. Compromise. Yeah, yeah. I should get a vote too. No, I can't. I can't. I'm independent. I'm impartial. You know, a lot of our slums have burned down while we've been playing today. What if we turn it to a theatre school to train the bees? I don't believe you, Eupheme. We keep the forest school. Alright, yeah, we're keeping the forest school. Please vote to destroy schools. I promise. I'll keep one druid. One druid in the forest school. Yes. Yes. God, we're gonna save so much money on this. This is so sensible. You're so wise. Thank God I have such a gifted populace that they can see the sense of closing down education and turning over into the domain of some temple. The temple is funding, whatever that temple is funding the education now. Yes, great, yes. Yes to the temple. We can use the money to buy the strip club, exactly. Now you're thinking. Fantastic. Boom. Gone. Gone. Excellent. Forest school, right? With one teacher. There you go. Oh wait, no, we have to destroy the forest school in Valerie's section. Oh, we'll set that down to 1, okay? Well, can I destroy your forest school then, if you believe in your temple so much? Valerie? I'm with it. Let's destroy your forest school then. Let's see how committed you are to this premise. Can I destroy your forest school then? We'll leave the one in Bincat's realm. If you're so convinced. Do it! Well, do it! Alright, your uni instead. Fine. Gone. $109 unemployed people. Factory on fire. Okay, the leather's gone through. Something else. Oh no, nothing. There's nothing there. They're all bad. Fuck. That's going through. That's going through. This isn't. Maybe we do it. We solve this problem. Alright, we're back to Terror Kitten. What are we doing? How do you get those unemployed people into the army? We build a barracks, but we need money. Financial aid's coming in. Boom. Didn't really help. Oh, there we go. Boom. Boom, back out. Alright, fine fabric rolling. Increases efficiency by...
Nuclear missiles. The future of warfare or planet-destroying insanity? A new report from the palace says classified.
Oh yeah, we need a break. Yeah, my god, I forgot. Sorry, I was so locked in. Alright, good job everybody. Good job. Let's take a short break now. It's alright, Remember, it's on most difficult settings and we're trying to play together. This is a interesting setup. I'm so glad we found that saving though, because that's going to save enormous amounts of money. We could do maybe something similar with the church. Do we need 3 churches? Here? No, look. This is decadent. Okay, you're fired. I'm sorry, I'm firing them. And then we can talk about firing the rest of them. What about circus clowns? Yeah, they're still okay. That's still alright. That's still alright. Alright, we'll leave the rest of that. Cuts. Alright, let's take 10 minutes then and come back for the last 45, alright? So we'll come back 1:15.
mi chica que es tan hermosa, yo le quiero regalar un mar de rosas. Ay, chica, no vayas lejos, que me duele el corazón, triste sollozo. Unos cuantos días más de ausencia, dime niña, ¿qué haré yo sin ti? Unos cuantos días más sin ti y escaparemos por el cielo, sí. Ay, chica, ven a mis brazos, que te quiero regalar 1.000.000 de besos. Ay, chica, serás mi esposa, yo te llevo hasta el altar si tú me amas. Unos cuantos días más de ausencia, dime niña, ¿qué haré yo sin ti? Unos cuantos días más sin ti y escaparemos por el cielo, sí. Cuántos días más de ausencia, dime niña, ¿qué haré yo sin ti? Unos cuantos días más sin ti y escaparemos por el cielo, sí. Chica, ven a mis brazos, que te quiero regalar 1.000.000 de pesos. Ay, chica, serás mi esposa, yo te llevo hasta el altar si tú me amas. Unos cuantos días más de ausencia, dime niña, ¿qué haré yo sin ti? Unos cuantos días más sin ti y escaparemos por el cielo, sí.
Okay. $45 left on the clock. The economy keeps booming and busting. We're not escaping the boom-bust cycle at the moment. Partially because we still need to improve things, and also because we need to get some more industries in. So, one thing, we have rubber and we have steel. So maybe we need to move into cars, making cars, right? But not free wheels. Not free wheels, but cars for export. And I think I would push for another steel mill, maybe. But iron is running low. And our only option if we keep committing to steel. Unrepeal the wheel. No! No. The wheel stays repealed. The wheel remains repealed. We're not unrepealing the wheel, alright? Do we have convict labour? Yes, we do, but we've rehabilitated most of those guys. So we've exhausted the convict supply. The prison is kind of useless. We could destroy the prison, save some money on that, let the criminals run free. We could cut the police force. We've got a lot of cops.
Me, you dog.
Alright, let's just look at the how realistic steel is. Right, this is going to be a big problem if we don't do something about it. We can either import iron, which may be a little complicated, maybe a little bit tough to remember and stuff. That's a one solution. Or we could obliterate, we could just gut English-speaking cat and replace it with a giant open-cast iron mine. Well, unemployment's a problem, but like, look, it's still going. We'll probably be all right. Deposit volume 25,000. $250,000. We're all right. We're all right. So I'm going to suggest steel mill for a start. All right, we can whack another steel mill in there. Just make that a bit bigger. And then cars. In Terra Kitten. I don't know if I want a poll on it yet. I'm making a recommendation. Steel mill and car factory, but that's gonna be a squeeze on the economy. Maybe demolish a weapons factory. Cars. Build Iron Town. Let's do the mine. Burn down English speak. Yeah, because we ended up with this situation last time. It's tricky to get the capitalist faction into the modern era. I struggle with it. I tend to end up being communist. We have 3 weapons factories going, yeah, right? And that they are reliant on the steel and the nickel. They're okay. They're okay. Okay, we leave them. So, okay, let's do the vote. The vote is steel and cars. Steel and cars for Terra Kitten. That's a lot of money. 1 steel mill, 2 rubber factories will be enough for a car plant. It'll boost the economy. Alright, so in this deal, we're going to whack in another rubber farm somewhere. Maybe in Detby's land. Yeah, steel and cars, guys. But this is a major investment. Still nothing on there. Let's just leave that. It's not actually taking up any space at the moment. People are so keen to be here.
The spate of vandalism has been denounced by the palace as sour grapes. Poor people simply...
-1 weapon factory, +1 steel mill, 2 plus farms. Alright. Alright. Where's the money?
What is the mean by
Where's the money gone? Alright, wait till he gets a bit of money. Fireworks we manufacture, don't we? Alright, I've got to wait for the economy to come back. So yes to stealing cars. This is going to be an expensive build. The nightclub's on fire. These bastards. Come on, be nice to the economy. You gotta tell it you're friendly. Come on. We can still destroy stuff, yeah. Wait, the rebels are just winning the war. We've got fucking tanks. This is crazy. Right, we're dipping again. Hang on. Wages. I do not want to cut wages. I don't think we can cut anymore. I think we just gotta wait. Sorry. Unless you want to go brrrr. I'm sending the helicopter to your factory. This is bad. What's the least profiting building? They've been cut. We can't really cut the buses. Let me put this fire out, hang on. Oh, that needs repairing? No, it's repairing itself. Alright, okay, that's 10,000. Cotton, masks, nickel, no.
El Presidente announces a new Snitch for Cash program.
It's 14 months away.
Today, and you could win
No, I say we wait.
prizes.
What do we destroy?
We are receiving news.
Rid of your hotels? Yeah, great. Okay, yeah, we do that.
Buildings in Tropico. Do not be alarmed. This is categorically not a rebel attack.
5,000 tobacco in there, 6,000 tobacco, 600 cigars backed up. This should resuscitate. I don't know why it's not. Yeah, look, it is beginning to equalise. Look, it is beginning to equalise. I think we've just got to go through another crunch. Ah, here we go. There you go. Soviet bloc. Oh, thank God. We don't export any of that. This is where it's really handy to have a trade institute, because you can create a glut and then like a bull market. No faction is particularly unhappy. We've got lots of unemployment. That's why we have rebels. I mean, we can just create. All right, wait. We're waiting to save money to get the steel mill, the new steel mills. Nah, I think we need Teamsters. Yeah, let's do Teamsters. Teamsters. It's really better kit. I need one more. Alright, see you later, monster. Yeah, I know we need big factories to employ a lot of people. We need money for that. We're getting there. We're getting there. Look. Yeah, look. It's coming. It's coming. The money is just got to be nice to the economy. Alright. We have to be patient.
Reports of downtown vandalism are greatly exaggerated. The fashionable new distressed architecture style...
Chocolate, 68%. Nice. There we
Nothing
go.
anyway, the palace says.
Beast van, please. Beast van. Power shortage. Why? Oh, it's on fire, probably. That's bad. Yeah, I know. I want all of these things too. I want all of these things too. But we're stuck on a terracotta thing again because it's going to cost a lot of money to implement that, and we don't have it unless we go brrr. Otherwise, we're waiting, I think. Oil, books. There we go. Yeah, there's a glut. We're going to be alright. We're going to be alright. We need to teamster our way out of it. Hey, Jade. Financial aid. Okay, let's do it. Okay, where's the rubber going? That's the steel mill. Rubber maybe in Detvi? Yeah. It's good rubber country, this. I don't want to hurt the nature too much around there. Paid for all of those trees. Alright, we'll clean that up in a bit. There's the rubber. There's the steel mill. Now we're waiting for the cars. This is also going to be pricey. Dream your dreams. I killed Michael Horse on Saturday Night Live. Yeah, you gotta watch him. You gotta watch that Ziggler. He will ziggle. Siggle about, he will. Right. All right. I can print money and do it now.
The number one sign of being a spy is voting against El Presidente in an...
Normally, green crops are a sign of freshness. But when it is our warehoused coconuts turning green, then we may have a mold problem.
The single beach slum. Who lives there? Destroy it. Here?
There's a new sport in the Tropican streets today called Rebellion. However, the Palace War...
I don't know which bit do you mean?
To play, Rebellion is illegal.
Man, they keep attacking this nightclub. It's their favourite thing. Yeah, that's why, look. We need another barracks in Terrakit and it's... We have to do it. That puts the car plant back. The other side of the bridge where the first port was. No, this is a substation. It's to spread the electricity around to the other island. There we go. New steel mills in. We're okay with electricity at the moment. Okay, we got money. Gold and jewellery, plus 66% on jewellery. Great. Leather, 66%. Great. No. Now we have to abandon them. This sucks. Alright, we have to wait.
This is Canal Uno Business News. Good news.
The dads are non-existent. How's everything going? Alright, kind of. We've still got a massive approval rating. We're kind of trapped. A bit. I don't know. I think we'll do alright. We'll get there. I think.
The citizens are demanding elections, Presidente. It seems that they want to
yeah, okay, I'll deliver a speech. I can't believe that these things are great. I don't understand why. Faith is a problem. Housing's a problem. Yeah, we're just going to say that again. Praise the religious again. Blame no one. Promise nothing.
My friends.
Your dog just spooked at his own fart.
Welcome to a golden age of...
Hey, Hawkaloogie!
Every living Tropican.
Are you coming in from Minnesota? Nice.
Your trust of me, El
Hawkaloogie.
Presidente. And what of my people?
Hawkaloogie.
When your walls shudder and your roofs leak. Those of you who have roofs.
Occasionally I speak properly.
For all,
properly.
And walls for many. As we strive, God shall not forsake our beautiful shores. Our spiritual friends guarantee this, for which we owe them one, in this life and the next. My promises are made humbly, for I am Tropico. Remember, a vote for El Presidente is a vote for me.
Don't think there's an easy way out of this now. They will need to come in. It's minus 27 again.
Reports of downtown vandalism are greatly exaggerated.
The glot's solved though, I think.
New distressed architecture style is apolitical and proves nothing.
They can go back onto acrylic dyes. How about that? Come on. Alright, we're just gonna resuscitate the economy one more time. I think I'm gonna... How much do you do? We have too many people, honestly. Yeah, I know, we need to employ them, don't we? But we need money for that. We're saving up for these big, expensive things like steel mills. And they're just fueling industries that already have enough steel. That's the problem. But we should have enough to cover it. Financial aid. Because we're incurring interest, aren't we? That's the other problem. Alright, so I guess detonate nuclear weapons after the election. Yeah, I think we're going to have to do that. I can print money, but there's limited usefulness to print money now because...
I'm sure the good citizens of Tropico.
Yeah, I reckon I'm gonna ask for a vote on detonating nuclear weapons after the election and print money. Yeah, we can print and we can nuke. Alright, I've won the election. Let's go for it.
The metaphorical.
Print and nuke.
That surprisingly organized vandals have damaged civic buildings in Tropico. Do not be alarmed. This is
Print, nuke, bank.
a rebel attack.
That's my plan to fix the economy. We just won the election, so we can print the nuke. Sorry, we can print the nuke. We can detonate the nuke. Now is the best time to detonate it is now. I'll save it before we detonate the nuke, okay? I'll save it before we detonate the nuke. But we have to jumpstart the economy. Somehow. Oh, we got military police. You wanna cut that? Let's cut that. That's not a big saving. Mandatory waste sorting. We've got military police on. Boat services, penal. Probably lose the penal colony. The penal colony. Do you want to lose the penal colony? We got enough people, right? Let's lose that. Penal colony's gone. It doesn't look like it's going to be enough with trade deals, even that are really good. Yes. Alright, okay, alright. Alright, we print. We nuke, then we print. Yeah.
Want to make a quick buck? Superpowers would pay a tidy sum to conduct a few small thermonuclear tests.
And print. Alright. And we're gonna do exit. No, wait, hang on. Let's save there. So. Okay, we're gonna leave it there today, gang. I'm gonna set up the other game. I'll be back on, I think at 3:30 is in the schedule. Just let me check. I gave out the wrong information today. All right, yeah, it's going to be 3:30 for Istvangelo Toth, and this is another game that I haven't rehearsed at all. I haven't played it at all ever, Mafia. So I'm looking forward to it. It's been highly recommended. It's been on the list for a while. So we'll get stuck into Mafia around 3:30. And we'll probably be playing to a little bit earlier, not to 6, because I have to go somewhere and do some things. So it'll probably only be till 5 o'clock, just a heads up on that. Yes, I'll see you later. Thank you. We'll leave it there. We can carry on afterwards and see if the economy saves itself this way, or we can go back and do it the hard way. But we've cut so much. I do not understand how we're still in power. Obviously, our approval rate has dropped now, and this might be terminal. However, the previous Kitten Beach went through, I believe, in nuclear testing, came out the other side. Right? I think we were in a bit of a tax cut cycle for a while before we got to the domes. And we still need to steal that wonder, so there's a lot to do. I'd rather take it slower this time, even though these mistakes will happen. Again, you can play it yourself, and you can have much tighter control over things, obviously. And but this is an experiment, so we're seeing how it goes. I know you didn't get a vote today. You will come back in the next game, and we will move. We couldn't afford it. We couldn't afford the vote. Now we can afford the vote for Petro Cat, for MCAT, and for English speaking cat. So we'll do that next game. All right. See you later if you're interested. That'll be Mafia Definitive Edition. All right. Bye. The funding went to the B musical. Yeah. That probably cost a lot of money. All right. Bye, gang. See you.